This is what I call a yard sale video. I just found a bunch of cool stuff this weekend and I can't wait to show you all. Time for another yard sale video. This weekend was wild. I battled the elements. At one point there was lightning during my travels. Went to the first yard sale of the day and got extremely lucky. So I knew it was going to be a good weekend, just depending on how good it was going to be. This is what I'm talking about. A whole bin of video games at this yard sale. $2 a game. There were 63 games. I mean, not a lot of crazy titles, nothing that's going to make records for profit, but definitely worth more than $2 a game. You can see some of the titles right there. Almost all of these games had their manual, instructions, and game. So I think maybe 10 out of the 63 were missing the manual, but there were some decent titles in here. You saw Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I haven't seen Future Tactics. I'm not sure what that's worth, but looked pretty cool. There's also this Plug and Play Fantastic Four toy from 2005. Works great, and the games are actually pretty fun. And there was just a bunch of other stuff at this yard sale. These guys do estate sales, so they always have cool items that you don't see all the time. You saw that Switch Zelda holder. I didn't grab that, but I feel like maybe I should have. And then just random odds and ends stuff was catching my eye. I thought there might be an old guitar magazine in there. And then there was trading cards, Sports Illustrated, lots of video games. And then there was some like Egyptian themed art. I don't know if this is real or not. Probably not, but there was a whole bunch of it. Whoever whose estate this was must have been a big fan of Egyptian artwork and stuff like that. I thought this was a pack of Camel cigarettes from back in the day. It's actually playing cards. And that was that yard sale. It was pretty cool. They had a $2 table. So first yard sale of the day started off amazing. Picked up all those video games. Now I'm on to the next. At this point in the video, it's starting to not be nice outside. I noticed that the thunder was rolling in. People were starting to freak out because the weather forecast said nothing about rain on Saturday. So everybody was panicking. Things were getting wet. The smart people put plastic over their stuff. This is a neat bin. If you've been watching my shorts, you might have seen I featured this bin in a short recently for yard sale season. There was some Shrek stuff in there, one of those snakes that pinch your fingers, and a bunch of magnets. Now, these people were Disney people. They had this bin, $50 for all the stuff in there. There was Madame Alexander dolls, all kinds of neat stuff, Disney themed. So I grabbed that as well. You'll see a layout of it at the end of the video. And this is the last yard sale after the sun popped back out. You can see some Disney stuff, some collector cups, and these Mickey Mouse cups as well. They also had these Fisher-Price Little People sets, but unfortunately they were smokers. And it was really, really bad on these two items because they are so old and had so much exposure. So here's a look at everything I picked up this past weekend. As you can see, a ton of Disney stuff, including this whole set of dolls. They got like a 90s Sailor Moon vibe to them. And you've got the Madame Alexander Wizard of Oz, a Campus Cruise sweater, as well as all these Disney figures. Look how many there are. There's all kinds of sets. You've got Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Snow White, Cinderella. There's even these stamp figures that I think maybe went with a Play-Doh set. And then there is the plug and play. It did work. And then finally, here's a look at all the games. I'm not sure if you can see all the titles. Like I said, nothing that's going to go crazy. But in terms of bulk, 63 video games, I'll take that all day long for $2 a piece. The one that I'm curious about is RPG Maker. That looks like it could be fun. And I do have a PlayStation 2 to test it out. So, and that's this weekend's yard sale video. Did you head out for your yard sailing this weekend? If so, let me know in the comments what your best find was.